Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now, we have a guest to discuss on the administrative shake-up where President Tinubu has actually dissolved the Niger Delta and Sports Ministries and also, is seeking confirmation of ministerial nominees. And to discuss this, we're joined by political analyst Dr. Sam Amadi. Hello, Dr. Amadi. Thank you so much for joining us at this time.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So please go ahead and tell us, Doctor, what was your initial reaction to President Tinubu's surprise cabinet reshuffle?
Well, I was slightly surprised because I had expected that perhaps it won't happen. We have been told this will happen during the independence period, but it didn't happen. So I was surprised that it finally happened. But again, the act itself, the number of ministers removed, significant, but really, those ministers probably didn't perform anyway, but we expected more jigging of the frontier ministries.
But is that what you
security
believe?
That has failed.
Dr. Amadi, is that what
Sorry?
you believe, that the ministers did not perform?
Yeah, my view is that those ministers, if you look at, for example, education has been full of contradictions around policy. So clearly, it wouldn't say they have done very well. If you look at the Humanitarian Affairs, clearly controversy here and there. People even said she should be relieved of the trauma that she's going through. I mean, she's just not fit for it. If you look at sports, I think we should have a minister of sports, and the minister has not done well because sports, we failed in the Commonwealth. We didn't even get the last Olympics, not even a week.
Okay.
And the Super Eagles has had crisis upon crisis. In a sense, yes, most of the people relieved did not perform. But again, they are not central to the economic and the security agenda policy of the government. So I would think that maybe Mr. President would be more radical in looking at the economic drivers or the ministries and persons that have the economy. But again, those guys are more interested politically. So yes, significant change administrative wise. But the impact, we'll wait and see whether it can change the quality of governance. I don't think that those ministries relieved and people have transferred will change much the quality of policy implementation of this government. I think they need to do more radical surgery with policy and some for the frontline ministries and parastatals.
All right, Dr. Amadi. Now, how do you think that this reshuffle will reshape Nigeria's governance structure and also its decision-making process?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Say what?
I was asking how you think that this reshuffle will reshape Nigeria's governance structure and decision-making process.
Hello?
Can you hear me, Dr. Amadi?
Well, if I got you right. Okay, I hear you now. Yes, go ahead.
All right, so I asked, how do you think that this reshuffle will reshape the structure, that's the governance structure of Nigeria, and also its decision-making processes?
I think Nigeria's economic prospect requires a more bullish economic, maybe fit for the level of policy leadership require. And thirdly, I think that we need perhaps rethinking the policy, the direction of government. For example, maybe the government should be more inclusive. There's political crisis that's for a much more expanded governing team, more inclusion. I'm more concerned with governance. So there's need for fundamental changes that will complement what I do. Again, the issue of the cost of governance, the Horizontal Committee, we've not seen much done there. And we expect the government should come out clear with a more streamlined position on the Horizontal report. We don't want to resize ministry or not. So these changes of Niger Delta ministry into a regional ministry, it's like -1+1. The president also created a new ministry of livestock, which may make sense. But again, we are not dealing with cost of governance. We want to see a much more radical and structured review of government that will enable the president achieve a different outcome than the one we're getting now. So yes, significant changes, but not enough to change direction and quality of government.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Amadi, for speaking with us.
Thank you so much.